Macht ihr was? Ja. Alright everyone, I should be back, but this was not great. Yeah, right. So this is awesome. Except that I'm pretty much going to be losing on all fronts. I don't know if anyone of you is here or if this is working again, but I need to kind of play my matches. So the mono black thing is pretty much done, so that doesn't really matter. But I'll try to show you this one at least. Plains is nice. So I'll try to make the okay, this guy's just going crazy on me. Kind of need to draw the Grey Merchant that I discarded. And then I'll win. Otherwise my opponent beats me very quickly. Swamp is not what I needed. Triplicate Spirits, so this is interesting. First let's attack. Now, if I play the Heliod's Pilgrim, I have the white source for the Triplicate Spirits if I draw a land. But if I play the Rummaging Goblin, I'm just more likely to find the cards that I need. I think that's just the safer play, and if I draw Plains, I can still Triplicate Spirit, so overall I think that's the better line. Grey Merchant? No. So this is conceded, and I'll just drop from this. I'll try to open the chat very soon, but I think that I'm still having issues with the frames, and that has to be something related to my connection. My whole connection basically broke down when I started to double queue. Plains. Oh boy. So yeah, I can see that there's a lot of dropped frames. So I'm very sorry about that. So what I should do here is block the Warden with 2 spirits, force my opponent to sacrifice the Cathar, or maybe even block the Sungrace Pegasus with 2 spirits just as a bait. My opponent would be pretty stupid to do anything, but if I get a sacrifice of the Cathar out of it, I'm super happy. I think I can't lose if that happens. Yeah, the Warden. Yeah, I think the Warden is the bigger issue. How do you not sacrifice Selfless Cathar here? I'll try to open the Twitch chat at least. This was a very nice exchange for me, at least. My computer might be acting up, but my deck is performing perfectly. do I get this chat to load? Not like this, it seems. Come on. I don't want to watch my own stream. Probably like this. Looks like I'm still having issues. That sucks. I mean, so I was gonna stream and just have a nice time here, but something just messed with my computer, horribly messed with my computer when I started the second match, and everything went down pretty much. So I think we'll not have a chat for now. Maybe I can fix it in time for the final. So now that this is, well, not working, but it's doing something. Let me know if the stream is working. Like, well, at least something. Sorry guys, that's just frustrating. I don't really know what happened, and I was forced to restart my router, my computer, and I had to basically concede the match, the standard match, to have a shot. Okay, now the magic is gone. Guys, what's going on here? The River Marshal is not a problem. I want to get the golem down, so it's just going to be an attack with 2 spirits. I care for the chat. I want the chat to work. I want the chat to be awesome. Yeah, everything's good. I should relax. I will not double queue anymore, I think. I think I should have just opened Paint and drawn a magic card. That sounds a lot better for my nerves. Yeah, the battlefield was gone for a second, but it should be back. Also, this deck is just absolutely crushing everything. It's not even funny. Don't know what my opponent is holding here. Let's find out. Oh no! That's horrible. Whew. I think I want to draw the golem. It seems like a card that's just good to have. So, what I actually wanted to do was to find something with a pilgrim and then discard it, but that's not going to work as I wanted to. I also want the Forged Devil to just shoot down the Welkin turn. So I might have to... Discard Constricting Sliver? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I want this to... I want to discard all my excess lands anyway, so the Sliver is not really doing its job. Yeah. I'm really bad at Vintage, I found out. I'm only playing casually, but just because I have the cards doesn't mean that I know what I'm doing. And I always get this feeling that most Vintage decks are built pretty badly. Like, they've degenerated so much that they aren't actually achieving what they want to achieve anymore, if that makes sense. I don't know what the problem was. Like, the second queue definitely messed up my streaming. I don't know what else there was. So, I have an evasive card. Okay, the mana works out perfectly, so this is how I'm gonna do it. Just get the Pegasus down, get the Willforged Golem down, and then my opponent will be forced to deal with the Golem. But I can also make the Sungrace Pegasus large with the Marked by Honor. Either Spouts was really good. I hope my opponent doesn't have a second one. I'm not going to beat that. I think Vintage is fine. I mean, I don't care that there aren't too many decks you can play. I don't think that's a big issue. I hope my opponent taps something here. No, once again, not. I mean, the Pegasus is attacking. I think the Willforged Golem is attacking as well. I'm just running into my opponent's tricks here. Pillar of Light. Alright. Now a double block. I mean, a double block would be phenomenal for me. Trend of Rock. Oh, my opponent has a lot of stuff. I think I'm still winning this. But, yeah, this is impressive. I might also be forced to, like, I don't know, change the settings somehow, change the frame rate, change the bit rate, change whatever. There's so many things. Okay, what's my opponent up to here? Some instant life gain. I can double block the Pridemate, or I can just take 5. I think I take the damage here. I have the Raise the Alarm, which should be awesome. I didn't think I could lose this, and then there was just so much stuff. Wow. I thought I couldn't lose this, and then my opponent played more insane cards. Huh. This is pretty crazy. But I'm afraid I'm gonna lose now. Like the Selfless Cathar. Germany is great, the sun is just coming out. So this is a chump block, but oh my god. I can't believe what's happening here. Like the amount of instants my opponent had at the right moment is very impressive. I don't think I'm staying alive here. And I also have pretty much no way to win from this position. No, this is game 1. Alright, yeah, if I play around either spouts, it's a lot better, but I'm not playing around a rare. And then my opponent has Pillar of Light and Turn to Frog in the same turn. And then, I don't know, this Convoke spell plus the Indestructible thing. So I guess Krenko's Enforcer isn't bad. I need to play around this either spouts primarily, everything else should be fine. Play against blue-white, so I'm bringing this in. I'm already playing the higher amount of mountains. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I can do. I shouldn't bring in the aura because of the removal that my opponent has shown. The auras aren't great against him anyway. I just need the bare minimum. Yeah, alright. Just need to play better. Or draw Cone of Flame, one of the two. Devouring Light doesn't seem amazing. Could also just take out more auras. Only play the Marked by Honor. But that seems... no, I can't do that, I think. Gonna get rid of Torch Fiend. Yeah, let's take out Torch Fiend. Opponent has raised the alarm as well. I mean, this is game 1 and it's a rare. And we had already traded a lot of blows, so I think I could have played around it, sure. I was also like, I wasn't completely in the game because I had to double queue and restart and do all this streaming stuff. So now we're just gaining all the life. That seems nice. Also a hand where I'm very happy to draw Evolving Wilds. Are you serious? I don't have a bell, but I like this draw. I don't have a bell, but if I had one, it would be ringing. Okay, it's the Pridemate battle. This would have been a nice turn to draw land. Also, my opponent could now be holding Ephemeral Shields. And could have Exile next turn for the Pridemate. All of which would be bad. I think my late game is still looking pretty good here. I mean, I have the combo, plus a flyer, and the Rummaging Goblin to draw me into whatever I want. Oh, true. I can make this a bit better with the trigger. It's true. I don't know. I usually don't use this always yield thing, and the reason is that it kind of disrupts my flow if I have to raise the alarm. Okay. If I don't know which triggers I have to F2 for and which ones I don't. I guess if you use it often, that's not really an issue, but I can use Rummaging Goblin to draw into my third land. Don't know what you're talking about. Okay, if the River Marshal had attacked, I think my opponent would have had a trick. Don't think he can afford to lose the River Marshal. Okay, let me try if I can do that. So always yes, and always yield. I'm sure I'm gonna misclick now because of this. But I agree, this is easier. Plains. So Brightmate is getting tapped. I'm not attacking. And I want the Geist in play. I also only have 8 minutes left, so kind of need to watch that. Would be kind of funny to lose because of that. Oh, awesome. There's the Pillar of Light. So do I want the Pilgrim to draw me into something? I mean, it blocks the Soldier, and I get the creature for the Devouring Light. I could also use the Rummaging Goblin. Rummaging Goblin seems more powerful. Catch-22. Okay, is this a double block or not? It's not. Let's Devouring Light then. Okay, in this spot, double blocking is kind of risky, but I'm tapped out, so I think my opponent made a mistake here. You have to double block and include the River Marshal. I've also shown the Devouring Light last game. And now the race is on against the army of 1/1s on my side. I'm just afraid to time out here, really. Time out in game 3. Seems pretty good. Blocks the River Marshal for a turn. Deals with the Swiftclaw. So I know that my stuff is getting tapped down now. Juggernaut still seems like the best card to force my opponent to tap something. And I'm probably going to discard the Heliod's Pilgrim, I think. Let's see, the Heliod's Pilgrim gives me the any kind of aura, but yeah, I don't really need auras at this stage, I think. I want to know what I'm drawing here. Sacred Armory is pretty bad, so I'm happy that I still have the Goblin. I will block this. Don't want to risk it. Seven mana, so soon the Marshal will go crazy. I was gonna say I drew the Mark by Honor, so no, I kind of have to cast the Broodkeeper, I think. Triplicate Spirits should win me the game. But I didn't want to cast it this turn. Might have been a mistake. Oh, I don't know. I'm not dying anytime soon. Like, this is still very much fair game. Let's try it like this. Also making the Broodkeeper 4/4 Vigilance, forcing my opponent to tap. It's pretty sweet. Probably could have waited one turn with the chump blocking. Broodkeeper 4/5 even, yeah. That was unnecessary. Could have just played the Mark by Honor first. Don't think it matters. If I time out because I can't finish game 3, that would be really, really unfortunate. Okay, I think this should be fine now. Don't know what my opponent's going to do. Like, if he attacks me, I can kill the River Marshal. But if he taps aggressively, I think I'm winning as well. Looks like that's my opponent's plan. No, that's not the right creature to block with. I mistapped there, I think. This is really good. Needed my opponent to concede there, otherwise I have no chance of winning the last game. So, yes, this is it. I have a little time, but the cards really don't matter too much, I think. The cards themselves. I know the auras aren't great against my opponent, but I still want them. I have no protection from tapping or from exiling, so I'm not going to bring in these kind of cards. Could try to Mize win with the Shrapnel Blast, but I don't have enough artifacts. I've also not seen a Cone of Flame yet. That would be a nice card to draw. It's on. Are you still there, people? Is this thing on? Is this thing working? So, legit advice, this username is surprisingly fitting, is this, I probably need to redo this always yield thing, right? It doesn't continue. I don't even know if this stream is still running. Hey, somebody's here. I really like this hand. This has a lot of potential. So, Raise the Alarm could ambush Selfless Cathar. That would be a great start. And then I have the Heliod's Pilgrim into turn 4 Triplicate Spirits. Opponent doesn't attack. I expect my opponent to sacrifice Selfless Cathar. Okay. Probably an indestructible spell. Okay. Still a good trade for me, I think. I probably have to take the Swiftclaw damage this turn. I can only block a soldier and then I'm playing the Marked by Honor. Okay, this is a lot worse. So I'm taking 8 here and this gives Vigilance. Okay, I don't care for Vigilance. Now that my opponent's creatures have grown from the Paragon, the Triplicate Spirits are a lot worse. So I probably need to Juggernaut and then Triplicate Spirits the turn after. Okay, yeah, whatever. Forge Devil. Can't really Forge Devil anything. So I could Triplicate Spirit this turn. I don't like how I don't have any blockers then. Like, any reasonable blockers. I also don't love that I will have to block with the Juggernaut if my opponent attacks. Wait, this is actually a good attack for me. I think, I mean, there might be stuff happening, but... Okay, my opponent just doesn't block. That's fine with me. I probably should have Forge Deviled earlier. Not sure. I don't even want this thing, I think. This might be losing me the game, I'm not sure if this is correct. Wow. So now if my opponent attacks with everything, I have no choice but to block 3 creatures. Is the Paragon attacking? Wow. Why is it not attacking me? It's the only way I stay alive with a block like this. I want to keep on the pressure. I also want to triplicate spirits. I need to block every single one of my opponent's creatures, which are 4, 5, 6, 7, and one of them flies, but I have the flying spirits. So if I triplicate spirits with the Juggernaut, then I have 5, 6 blockers for 7 attackers. Yeah, and I don't have the Forge Devil in play, which I needed to have earlier. Now, if my opponent doesn't block the Juggernaut and the Pilgrim, he takes 8, going down to 4. But then I'm not winning, clearly. Had I drawn a land for the Paragon, I maybe... So this is 7 attackers, and I can make 3, 6 blockers, and I just die. So this isn't going to win me the game. Should have brought in Shrapnel Blast. Could even bluff more, but I can't bluff. No, I can't really bluff anything. Not in a reasonable way, I think. Yeah, I'm dead, sadly. But I can bluff Devouring Light here, which would actually be absolutely awesome. Oh no, that's not true. Oh yeah, it would. It would be absolutely awesome. Okay, this was quite frustrating. I think if I had more time and didn't disconnect, then we would have been in the finals. I ran into the Aether Spouts, then my opponent had all these instants to crush me. And now I was playing under immense time pressure. I think my deck was nice. Definitely could have won this. My opponent's deck was great as well. Like the double Raise the Alarm into the Paragon was tough for me to beat. My deck was missing removal most clearly. If I had a Lightning Strike or 2, then I could have taken this apart much easier. So yeah, didn't quite get there. I'm also like not quite happy with the performance of this stream. Yeah, I think I'll just stop it for tonight. Thanks for watching. I'm going to be back. I'm going to try to improve on this experience by making sure that my internet connection works better and that these weird crashes and frame drops are not happening anymore. Sorry to not give you any wins today. Like, well, we won a couple of games, of course, but not sufficiently. Yeah, this maybe this client and double queuing and streaming is just a bit too much for my computer, which would be very unfortunate. I think that streaming is pretty awesome. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please follow me. I'll try to upload whatever I have to YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitch, and that's pretty much it. Bye bye. See you next time.